Yeah. How's it going, guys? Alejandro here. And I just wanted to talk about the KSI versus Alex Wassbi fight that's going on. Because I'm really into the YouTube boxing. That stuff is fun to me. Just seeing like niggas box it out, you know what I'm saying? So I have the card pulled up. That's what I'm looking at. That's why I'm not looking at y'all beautiful people. But I have the card here. I'm just gonna talk about who I think I'll win, who I think I'll lose. It'll be pretty quick. Just a little content out there. So we have let's go with the lower ones. We have Sam Hyde versus I am Tristan. No idea who that is. It's about the KSI video. Sam Hyde looks like he got the best technique. You got Salty Poppy versus Andrew Wassbi. Salty Poppy was in the former card with like King Keddy versus FaZe Temper. I forgot who was, and that was Deji versus Alex Wasabi. I saw Salt Poppy is definitely gonna win that. You got Dean the Great versus Evil Hero. Now I have never heard of Evil Hero, but Dean the Great, he blew up on YouTube just like fighting niggas on the streets and just going around and stuff. And now I think he's signed by Keemstar and all of them, which is pretty cool to be finally be able to live up your dream, even if you're not going down that specific path, which is why I fuck with like YouTube and everything so much, because the social media stuff is giving people the chance to like you can do whatever the fuck you want now. So then we got King Kenny versus FaZe Sensei. Now King Kenny in his last fight, this is where we're gonna get a little more detail. King Kenny in his last fight, I mean obviously if you've seen the fight, he didn't win that at all. He wasn't throwing enough, and you just had FaZe Temper just going in on him and just break him down, which is why like when we heard King Kenny won, I mean I gave all his friends a gas because I would be too. Even if I didn't think my friend won, just hearing his name that he did win, but I'm going crazy. But yeah, he doesn't look like it. And I think even though FaZe Sensei I think hasn't fought in officially fought in a couple years, I still think he has the experience, the skills, and the advantage to be King Keddy. So my pick is FaZe Sensei for that. I know that might be. I feel like that's more the popular opinion for that one. King Keddy's definitely the underdog in this, but that's what we're going with. So now we're on the three big fights. We got Deji versus Fuzi, FaZe Temper versus Blueface, and KSI versus Alex Wasabi. Now we'll go with the Deji versus Fuzi, and then we'll go up. So we got Deji versus Fuzi. Now these are both fighters that have never won. So whoever wins this will be the biggest loser in YouTube boxing. Now the reason why I say that is because even though there's people that lose in YouTube boxing, they would like quit after one match. These two are still hella popular right now, and known in the YouTube boxing space. Like Fuzi was commentating in the last couple fights, and then Deji is 0-3. So, who do I think will win? Fuzi. Let me explain. So I think Fuzi would win just for the fact that Deji just at this point does not have that mentality. There's no way you keep doing these fights like. The fact that Deji versus Jake Paul is his best performance still to this day is just so crazy. He was just learning. So I mean, we're not blaming him for that loss. But then him out of shape as fuck versus Vinny Hacker, and I remember when I was watching that, like when we watched the weigh-in with my friends, I defended it because they are big fighters like that, but I guess not everyone's at that size. So just seeing him like thinking he could just pressure fucking Vinny Hacker, and then Vinny Hacker, I think was it the second or third round, just obliterate him and had to stop it by TKO. It was just sad, and that was the only fucking TikTok win on that card. So that was crazy. But I think Fuzi does have a little more of that mentality. He looks great in shape, and I just don't think that he has that animal in him to actually do boxing. There's nothing wrong with that. Not everyone's a good boxer. I'm not a natural at anything really. I just try to do my best, and if that shit don't work, you gotta unlock that inner dog in you. So then you got FaZe Temper versus Blueface. Now obviously you want to go with the obvious choice, which is FaZe Temper, but Blueface, I think he fought a TikToker, which I'm clearly noticing a pattern that they like fighting TikTokers because TikTokers can't do shit. So I mean, take it as you will, but. Blueface didn't look too bad. I seen a little of his training clips. I'm still clicking FaZe Temper. Like I said, in his last fight with King Keddy, he looked like the dominant one. He was definitely fighting and being a better fighter. I think he will take this one too. And I don't think he will. I don't think this win would push him up to like main headliner type fighter, but I think that he would always be able to be a secondary card. And we got KSI versus Alex Life. Like Do I even have to fucking do I have to say this one? Like this one is the most obvious fight of the whole card. KSI versus Alex. If KSI does not win this, he's done. He's done. Because this is how his rivalry between Jake Paul and him are going. None of them have lost. If they keep building up dubs, there's eventually going to be a point where that's going to be the biggest YouTube. Obviously, it's going to be the biggest YouTube boxing fight. But them both being undefeated, and whoever gets the first loss will, be crowned king of YouTube boxing. Would just be amazing. And I feel like YouTube boxing will definitely take a dip after that because there's really nothing else that we want to see right now. Like there's no other big YouTuber on both of those sizes that can really garner that kind of hype and drama and shit that's been building for like years now. So yeah, KSI is gonna win this versus Alex Wassbi. It's a fucking given at this point. But if he doesn't, obviously he's fucking quitting YouTube boxing because if you can't beat Alex Wassbi, you're not on Jake's level. It's very simple. And I'm sorry. Alex Wassbi is just a stepping stone. I think we all see him like that. But yeah, that's about it. Tell me how you guys feel about this fight. Tell me how you guys think it will end up being. That's about it. See you guys in a bit.